and welcome back to Financial Mind Meet the Experts. I'm your host, Jamie Agostino. On this podcast, we're joined by financial industry experts to talk about topics, trends, and themes that credit union professionals need to know about. Last week, we had a great conversation with Aaron Doan from Vizzo Financial, as well as Erica Zamborni-Myers from Children's Miracle Network Hospitals at Penn State Health Children's Hospital in Hershey, Pennsylvania. And we also had our Miracle family, Owen and Christy Ziegler. So today, we are wanting to continue that conversation about the 10th annual hot dog eating contest by welcoming a few of our previous contestants and sponsors. Today, I'm joined by Mike Thomas from Service First Federal Credit Union, Jay Mikalik from Vizzo Financial, and Trevor Reece from Belco Community. Welcome. Thank you all for joining me today. Really appreciate you taking the time. All right. So, Mike, if you don't mind, I'm going to start with you. What keeps you coming back as a loyal sponsor with contestants each year?
Yeah, there's three different reasons why we keep coming back to support this. First of all, it's a great cause. Anytime you're talking about the Children's Miracle Network at Penn State's Health Children's Hospital, it's easy to get people rallied behind such a great cause, especially when you're talking about children's health. It's very easy to sell to people. Secondly, Service First has 7 core values, 2 of which are fun and supporting the community. So this event aligns perfectly with what is important to Service First and myself personally. And lastly, Jamie, we value our partnership with Vizzo. You guys are always supporting us in the things that we're trying to do. It's nice to reciprocate giving back to you in that relationship. So those are the 3 reasons why we keep coming back.
All right. Well, and you've also been a past contestant. So what made you decide to compete, and how many hot dogs did you eat that day?
Well, I competed because I didn't know any better and I didn't know what I was getting myself into. But no, we were looking to strengthen and deepen our relationship with Vizzo. We utilize you guys with a lot of services. And like I was saying, you guys support us in a lot of what we do. So we were looking for ways to build on that relationship. And again, it was so well aligned to what is important to us that it was a no-brainer. So I knew that if I sacrificed myself the first year, that I could easily rally the troops and get people to keep coming back. And fortunately, I've only had to be a contestant 1 year, but I can say to everybody, hey, I did it. Why don't you give it a try? So we had 2 contestants last year, including our co-champion, which we are super excited about. But I ate 4.5 hot dogs in 5 minutes. My goal was 5 in 5 minutes. So I feel like I did well. It's a lot. It is a lot of chewing.
Yeah, that
is fun.
It's for me. Even if you eat 2 hot dogs, it's impressive to me to have those cameras rolling and watch all of you compete. Jay, you have also been a contestant for quite a few times. What's it like for you to be a contestant?
I really love hot dogs. Very similar to Kessel, who used to be on the Pittsburgh Penguins. I am totally a hot dog fiend. Like, it's a joke with my friends before I even started working here. I have like a hot dog charm bracelet. I love them. I literally ate 8 hot dogs last week and I have 8 more in the fridge. We recently had a baseball night for our fun event for May. And so what we did here at Vizzo for the Pittsburgh office is we got all you can eat seats at the Pirates, and all you can eat is hot dogs. And so my brother timed me while I ate 2 hot dogs, and I got them in at around a minute. So my goal would be 10 hot dogs this year for the 10th anniversary. And that was my first time training, like practicing, was at that night. Because as soon as I found out we got the all you can eat tickets, I was like, well, that's the first time I'm going to practice. And then my niece's birthday is the 15th, and she'll be 2 this year. And her birthday is right before the hot dog eating contest. So that'll be my last practice. That way I go a few days without hot dogs, so I'm actually still hungry for them. But since I've been doing it from home and not at the main office, which I plan to come to the main office this year, I eat all those leftover hot dogs too. So for a week after the competition, because I care about food waste, I'm still eating 2 hot dogs every day.
You are dedicated. Wow. So Mike, I'm going to go back to you. Why do you think your staff enjoy being contestants each year?
Yeah, I'll go back to what I said originally. It's an easy cause to rally people behind. Anytime you're talking about children health, nobody's going to turn down an opportunity to support that. But what we found is it's fun. Most people don't get to see the camaraderie that we build, especially during the week of and the day of. And when I say camaraderie, it's people picking on the people that are about to eat a bunch of hot dogs. And you don't get to see the room. Jamie, I was talking to you earlier. We had 20 plus people in the room on the other side of the camera, picking on the people that are trying to eat the hot dogs, rallying support for them. So it's really taken on a life of its own at Service First. And I think people are just eager to be a part of the excitement. So we have no shortage of contestants.
Wow, that's awesome. Jay, what does CMN mean to you, and why do you compete in the contest year after year?
So last year was especially great for me because the family that we talked to, I have the same disease. I have gastroparesis. I'm very lucky that mine's not more severe. I've never had to be on feeds or anything like other people with gastroparesis. I can't imagine if I had grown up as a kid not being able to eat a hot dog. But that's what I love so much about CMN. When you're a kid with a chronic illness, all you want to do is normal kid things. And so to hear a story of them helping a kid eat their first hot dog, that's just so awesome, because when you're different as a kid, it's so hard. Me as an adult, I love talking about my gastroparesis, and it's something that I've worked really hard with specialists here in Pittsburgh to get help and have a better life with it. But having that as a kid and having to go to birthday parties and not be able to eat cake, and that's just one disease that we're talking about. That's one chronic illness. And CMN helps with such a gamut of all of those. And to be able to help kids have a normal childhood, that's amazing to me. And I'll keep coming back year after year for that.
All right. Well, you kind of shared with us a little bit of how you prepare, but could you give us more details? How do you prepare to compete for this contest?
So I don't go as hard as my favorite, Joey Chestnut, but that's because nobody else had been going that hard yet. I am very excited that somebody showed up with a bowl of water last year. And so that's going to be a part of my regimen this year. I'm going to start dipping it in water. I have spent a lot of time trying to chew different ways. I experimented with different buns 2 years ago to see what buns had the best chewability. And I can tell you that Pepperidge is too soft and too chewy. So don't buy Pepperidge Farm. That's my insider information. Store brand Target is what I personally use because that leaves more money that I can donate because they're very cheap. It's the cheapest buns I've been able to find. But also, when you're swallowing, because you don't want to choke, you want to try to focus on swallowing the hot dog pieces first and leaving the bun in your mouth. This sounds so gross. I'm so sorry. And then chewing the bun more, because the hot dog parts you can eat really fast. We don't take them apart for our competition. We eat like a whole hot dog because it's so much easier to count if you do it that way. But if you watch Joey Chestnut, they eat 2 hot dogs at a time because you can literally bite the hot dog, swallow, bite the hot dog, swallow. And so I kind of do that, but inside my mouth. And it takes a lot of practice to like feel the different textures and make sure you don't swallow a giant piece of bun.
I really thought this through. Like, there's a lot to this contest for you. I'm impressed.
Competition's in my top 5. So,
well, Mike, what tips can you share with others who are looking to support the hot dog eating contest?
Yeah, it's just a great cause. So have fun with it. I never thought when we started sponsoring this that this would grow into its own life at Service First. I thought we were just supporting Vizzo, supporting the CMN, and having fun while we're doing it. But each year it just naturally grows and grows. So just put yourself out there and do it. And you might surprise yourself with what kind of reaction you get from staff and even membership.
All right. Trevor, I haven't forgot about you, so I'm going to head my next question to you. Belco Community has been a sponsor for the past 10 years since the first contest and has had several contestants also over these years. Why is it important to Belco to support the hot dog eating contest and CMN hospitals?
So Children's Miracle Network is such a huge thing, especially in this capital region that we serve. And we believe in serving all different walks of life. And I represent Belco Cares, which is our outreach in here at Belco. And it serves two of our pillars. We believe in helping health and human service partners that benefit our area, as well as youth empowerment and education. And these two fit so well together. And so for 10 years, Belco has partnered with Viso and with Children's Miracle Network because it's something we truly believe in and we will continue to believe in and support.
All right. Well, do you have a Belco contestant in this year's contest?
We have two that are going to be registered.
Awesome.
So we have Paul Roby, who represented us last year, and a new contestant, Keegan Wolf, will be joining us this year. He is extremely excited to partake. He has said it's his lifelong Belco dream. So.
Oh, that's wonderful, because I know, obviously, Jay, I know you're competing, and I think I heard a rumor that they somehow talked a few other Viso Financial staff members into participating. So it looks like we're really going to have a good contestants, group of contestants. So Jay, in addition to eating a lot of hot dogs, you've also done a lot of fundraising for CMN hospitals through this event. What fundraising plans do you have for this year's event?
So I was planning to do a lot more posts on social media this year. I'm considering having my brothers, when they're timing me, also recording me practice. It's really hard because I don't want to show too much because I know it's gross. And so I don't want to gross people out, but I am considering doing a voiceover that we can play on it, because my favorite part of the hot dog eating competition every July is the guy who does the announcing. He is just absolutely amazing. So I want to try to do kind of videos like that to hype up. But also, since I'm coming to our main office this year, I'm going to be doing posts about how I'm coming out and posting about some charity work I'm going to do while I'm in the Middletown area. And so I'm just trying to drum up as much on social media as I can. And I do that also through my personal friends. A lot of my sponsorships come from Viso, but my personal friends do sponsor a lot too. And they're all very amused by me eating the hot dog. They all tune into the link when it's time to watch.
All right. Trevor, I'm going to go back to you. How do you rally your employees and members to fundraise to support CMN hospitals?
So we like to use personal stories of what Children's Health has done for individuals, whether it be our members or even myself. My son Jude has epilepsy, as does my niece Emma. Emma has been seen at Hershey Medical, the Children's Hospital there, and they have done an immense amount of work for her. And so using those stories of real children who are affected by the work that Hershey Medical is doing for children has really helped us to garner support from our team members and our members. We also like to do bake sales and things to get people in and to support because people love baked goods and giving to charity, especially, again, as I said, here in the Harrisburg area, everyone loves to support the Hershey Children's Hospital. So that's how we really draw in that support.
Yeah, I'm hoping Viso Financial decides to do a baking a bake sale as well this year. I don't know if they are. Jay can maybe tell me afterwards, but I love to bake for it. So that's one of my favorite things to do as well. So Mike, what does it mean to Service First to be a sponsor for this event?
Yeah, and I'll keep going back to what I'm saying. It's just a privilege to be able to support such a great cause. And I say children health and well-being. Nobody can kind of turn that down. It's one of those things that I think tugs at everybody's heartstring. I've read so many stories since I've become a part of this over the years that it's hard to walk away at this point. I was reading the blog with Liam's story on there this year, and it's hard to kind of not support something that they're doing so much great work. And it's great to hear Trevor talk about his personal experiences that when it hits home, it really means a lot more. And these are people that are in the communities that we do business in. So, it's just a perfect fit for Service First to step up and support.
Yes. All right, Trevor, what final words of encouragement do you have for anyone listening who is thinking of being a contestant, a sponsor, or even making a donation to this year's hot dog eating contest?
I would just say this is a phenomenal organization to support. And even if you're writing a small check or a large check, or even if you're just tuning in, come and see the story and hear what it's supporting. And of course, it's a fun cause. Who doesn't love watching somebody eat hot dogs? I mean, I'm just hearing Jay talk about everything that they do, and I'm just like, okay, this is why I'm not a contestant, but I will rally support for contestants because of people like Jay. This is such an important organization to support, and just do it because it's fun and it raises a lot of money for people that need it.
All right. Mike, same question to you. What final words of encouragement do you have for anyone listening who is thinking about being a contestant, a sponsor, or making a donation?
Yeah, I'll steal another company slogan. Just do it. Vizzo makes it very easy to participate, whether it's being a sponsor, whether it's being a participant. A few clicks, you can become a sponsor. A few clicks, you become a participant. They've sent out the kits this year to help us promote the event. So it's really just an easy event to put some energy behind. And like everybody said, it's going to a great cause. So it's very easy to build up that support.
All right. Jay, any final words of encouragement for our listeners or tips for other contestants?
I would just like to say I'll totally coach you. Like, if you're considering being a participant, it's way more fun for me when we have more people. And so if you're thinking about it and you just want somebody to hype you up, instead of smack talk, I will gladly hype you up. And even if you think you're only going to be able to eat 2 hot dogs, that's plenty. What matters more is the fundraising that you're doing. So if you have a large family or a big group of friends that you think would really enjoy watching you suffer through a couple of hot dogs and paying for it, that's enough to sign up.
All right. Again, thank you all so much for taking the time to join me. It's been a great time talking to you. It was a great time, speaking with the Miracle family last week. And, it's just so exciting to see that Vizzo Financial is celebrating 10 years of this contest. And I hope to see all of you there. I know I will be watching from the room, watching all the contestants. And again, that hot dog eating contest is on July 19th, and we stream it so you can watch from anywhere. So thank you. This episode of Financial Minds is brought to you by Vizzo Financial's resource page. As a trusted partner of your credit union, Vizzo Financial provides more than just products and services. We also provide a number of educational and informational resources because we are dedicated to ensuring that credit unions stay up to date on the latest developments both at the corporate and within the financial industry. Some of these resources include Vizzo Financial's monthly financials, which includes information regarding our balance sheet, income statement, asset quality, liquidity, as well as our interest rate risk. We also have our market commentaries, which keep credit unions apprised of current economic news and market trends. We also have Vizzo Financial's blog, which is where we post timely and relevant articles pertaining to credit unions and the industry. There's also the Corporate Connection e-magazine, which is an inside look at what's going on at Vizzo Financial and features information on our services. You can find all of these resources and more on the resources pages of Vizzo Financial's website at www.vfccu.org. With that, please, please, please look at the links below, sponsor the hot dog eating contest, sign up to be a contestant, or just make a donation. Again, thanks for listening and make it a great day.